Lucy, where are your shoes? Alice, will you turn off the telly, please? Where are your shoes, love? Oh, God. Oh, Lucy. All right, come on. Alice, come on. Come on, love. Hi, girls.
Hi, Jessie. Hi, Lucy. This is my clever.
Thanks, Sue. I won't be late.
Bye, Mum.
Hi, darling.
Bye.
You alone?
Did you see anybody else?
Lucky I came over then. You a gambler?
Sometimes.
How much would you risk on me?
I think you know the answer to that one.
Would you like to kiss me?
Very much. When do you have to pick up the kids?
Later. Much later.
Don't push. Have some respect for a pregnant woman.
Hello, Fatty.
Well,
He's moving in.
oh, that's great. When did you decide?
Last night.
Oh. So, is he still the world's greatest lover? Mm-hmm. Oh, lucky you. And the sexiest psychologist in town. Oh, Charlene Smithson.
Yeah.
Who's this boy that she's not...
Come on.
Who's this young boy that she's knocking about with?
Justin Green. Cocky little bugger with a stud through his brain.
Well, her social worker's talking about a special needs unit.
Oh, no, she's bright enough. She just can't stay away from boys. I'd hate to lose her.
Might mean high tea round at the Smithson residence.
You'll survive.
So will you. You're coming with me.
Shut up. I know what it's for. Hey, lad. Where's my pen? I'll give you a brick. Be stupid for me.
Put him down, Charlene. If you're not careful, she's going to eat you alive, Justin. Okay, everyone, playtime over. Sit down, Lewis. Goodbye, Justin. And where was your homework, by the way? What are you doing here?
I've been called in to assess a special needs kid in 3K. Are you sure about this?
Of course.
I love you. All my worldly goods, including Van Halen LPs.
You never told me about that.
Oh, you've no idea. Goat. That's my wee girl Sally when she was about your age, and that's her mum.
She's not as pretty as my mum.
I think your mummy's very pretty too.
Yeah.
Hey, Alice. Just thought I'd come up and say hello. It's really nice up here. You fancy a swap?
No way.
Hey, Alice. You know that this is all just a wee bit of an experiment. See if you really can't stand me messing up your house, you can kick me out, all right? And I'm not going to try and be your dad, okay? But it'd be nice if we could be friends.
Fine.
Good. See you later.
What did you say to her?
If she doesn't like me, she can kick me out again.
What'd you say that for?
Well, it seems fair enough to me.
Oh, Lucy, that's not yours, lovey.
What's this?
That's okay. It's just a camera. Can you give me a big smile?
You really shouldn't give in to everything she asks for.
Hey, look at you.
That's me, Mummy, that's me.
Okay, Annie, my assessment should take about half an hour.
Okay.
Hi, Carly. How are you? Have you had a good week? Have you ever seen one of these? It's a special camera. It's magic. Now, what I want you to do is I want you to show me your worst face. The worst one you can do. Because I want to take a picture of it. Right, what, is that it? I can't be a worse one. Should we take one of me first then? Let's see. See? Magic. And I can see you smiling. There. Caught you.
Come on, Carly.
Well, if Charlene is having sex with this boy, there's a chance she might be taken back into care.
Didn't stop her last time. She's as good as gold at home.
Well, you could try talking to her about it.
Yeah, whatever.
Jackie, could anything have happened to upset her recently? Her behaviour has got a lot worse.
Any changes in your circumstances?
You want to know if I've got a new bloke? I wish.
You've taken on a new job lately, haven't you?
Just a couple of lunch times and evenings. It's no big deal. You don't mind me going out to work, do you, Charlene? See? Maybe it's something you lot are doing wrong. Seems to me kids in that school do what they like.
Thanks for your time, Mrs. Smithson. Oh, and good luck with the new job.
Hurry up, Lucy.
What are you doing?
Hiya, guys. You have a nice swim?
It was great.
I jumped on Mummy's head and nearly drowned her.
Oh, well done.
Alice still at Sue's?
I think so, yes.
Maybe she's actually doing some homework.
Oh, I said we'd have Jessica for this evening. They've got a dinner dance or something.
Hello?
Can I speak to Chloe, please?
Sure.
Hello?
I came home to find Alice here. She says she wants to stay the night, but I've got to be at the hospital. She seems upset.
Did she say why?
I think that's pretty obvious.
Okay, I'll come and get her. Alice is at Adams.
At Dad's? It's Monday.
Oh, Dan, that's Jessica.
Relax. I'll take care of things here. So, what do you normally do when Jessica comes round?
Play dressing up.
Cool.
Can we take a picture with your camera?
If there's any film left, yes, sure.
5 minutes.
Hiya, Jessica. I'm Dan.
He's my sort of dad.
What? Try to give him a chance, Alice. Dan thinks the world of you both. He really does. Look, I know it's tough, love, but you can't expect me to be on my own forever. I deserve a life, too.
You're always thinking about yourself. Dad's never gonna come back now.
He left us, Alice. Alice?
Welcome to the war zone. They've had a great time.
What happened to Lucy's clothes?
Oh, about half a pint of Ribena. I've been turned into a snail, by the way. Is Alice all right?
Fine.
You know, maybe Adam and I should meet. Might help.
Maybe at the weekend. Food smells good. Wait.
No.
Hi, Adam. This is...
Dan, yes, I know how to do it.
Yeah, pleased to meet you last. Great couple of kids you got there.
Yeah.
Well, I hope you have a good weekend, because, you know, they've been really excited about it.
Yeah, I'm sure we will. Could we have a moment?
Yeah, sure.
Lucy, show me how fast you can go on your...
I get the impression from Alice that things seem a little bit tense.
Really? What's she been saying?
Oh, nothing specific. You know, just an impression. She seems a bit unsettled.
We're fine.
It was never my intention to leave you struggling as a single mother, Chloe.
Well, I'm not single anymore, am I?
Look, I don't give a damn who you're sleeping with, but I do care about who my children are living with.
He's a good man.
Maybe we should try and spread the load a little bit. You know, I mean, you and Dan are going to want to spend more time together, aren't you?
This sounds ominous.
I'm just talking about having them more often, Chloe.
If I thought this was about the girls and not Dan, I'd actually listen to you.
I love them just as much as you do, Chloe.
I haven't time for this.
Bye-bye.
Listen, don't worry about them. You know, direction score was pretty mild.
They're pissed in his tree, haven't they? You know, for a father to have his daughters under the control of another man on what he sees as his own territory.
You have to psychoanalyze everything.
All I'm saying is that he's bound to need some kind of catharsis.
Will you shut up and take me to bed?
Spoiled.
It's lovely.
Spoiled and greedy. It's really delicious. Listen, do you want to have a bath? And I can give you a back rub.
Oh, I couldn't do it again.
Oh, come on, that's what you always say.
Or maybe just once. What's that?
I don't know, but they're going to get a hell of a shock.
What?
Okay, you know
Go upstairs. Hello.
Mrs. Langdon,
Yes?
I'm Detective Sergeant Victoria Griggs. This is DC Colin Morris. Can you confirm that Mr. Daniel Whitlow lives at this address?
Mm-hmm.
Is he in? We'd like to talk to him.
Well, I'll just go and get him. There are 2 detectives downstairs. They want to talk to you.
Yeah, what do they want?
I don't know, but get dressed.
Mr. Whitlow,
Yes.
can you confirm that you live at this address?
Yes.
You're under arrest on suspicion of indecent assault on a 6-year-old girl.
What? Who's saying
You
this?
do not have to say anything, but it may harm your defence if you do not mention when questioned something which you later rely on in court. And anything you do say may be given in it.
What is this? What's
I'm
going
afraid
on?
we're going to have to search the
Can you at
premises.
least tell me who's making these ridiculous accusations?
This is my house. You can't do this, Dan.
I don't know what's going on.
Anyone else in the house?
No.
This is crazy. You can't do this.
Would you like to come and move some car, please, sir?
I'll call you. I don't know what's going on.
What's she looking for? I'm entitled to know what you're bloody looking for. I might even be able to tell you where it is.
If you could wait downstairs, please.
Off me. That good?
Where's Dan?
He had to go and see someone.
His little girl?
No, she's at college, darling. Something's happened at home. While Dan and I were out this afternoon, we had burglars.
What's burglars?
Someone broke into our house and took some of our stuff.
What stuff?
Your computer's gone.
My computer. Oh, you're joking. It's got my course record and everything.
It's okay, we'll get you another one.
I don't want another one.
Alice. Alice!
Come on, Joey.
Alice! Everything's still a bit of a mess, but we'll soon get it tidied up.
Come on, then. Did they take any of my stuff?
I don't think so.
Were they big?
I don't know, darling.
Gross, gross. They've taken all of my knickers.
Now I need to clean your faces so you don't get all messy now.
Hi.
Hey.
What happened?
Any chance of a cup of coffee?
Dan!
Hey, Luce.
We had burglars. They stole all Alice's knickers and her computer and all sorts of things.
They got home last night and got called into work.
Well, it's just as well you weren't at home then, eh?
I would shoot them with a gun. Pew, 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 pew,
You gonna tell me what's happened?
A girl I treat at the Marchman has alleged that I put my hand down her knickers.
What?
I know it's stupid. It's a misunderstanding, but the police are being hysterical.
She said you abused her. She's named you.
Not specifically, no.
Well, then why did they arrest you?
Well, they say they have medical evidence that proves she's been interfered with. And I'm the only man she's had any close contact with.
What's she going to do?
I don't know. I'm sorry. I've had detectives taking it in turn to accuse me of things I haven't done, haven't I?
Who is this girl?
It's Carly Smithson.
Smithson. She got a big sister called Charlene.
Yes, I think so.
I teach her. She's in my phone. Why did she accuse you?
I don't know. Apparently she started screaming when they tried to change her out of wet knickers at school. And she's a complicated child, but I've only seen her a couple of times. I haven't really had a chance to assess her properly. Professional hazard, I'm afraid. Can we try and have a normal day, please?
My classroom, 5 minutes. Did your mum talk to you after our visit? She tell you what might happen to you? Look, Charlene, I don't want you to get into trouble. If you've got a problem, just come and see me.
Won't bother.
I want to help you.
Why can't you just leave me alone? I know all about your boyfriend. The police came round to our house. He touched up my little sister. He's going to prison.
Go and stand outside Mrs. Ellerington's office. Now!
You've reached the voicemail of Daniel Whitlow. Please leave a short message and I'll get back to you soon.
Can I watch my new video tonight?
Not until you've done your reading.
Jessica's got a DVD with games on it.
Yeah, well, some kids are spoilt.
We appreciate what a difficult time this must be for you, Chloe.
What do you want to know?
We're just trying to build up a picture of Mr. Whitlow's background. Could you tell us how long you've known him?
Just over 6 months.
And you have a normal sex life together?
Yes.
And has his interest in you sexually remained the same since then?
What are you getting at?
The girl he's alleged to have abused is the same age as your youngest daughter.
I know. I teach her sister. If they're at all alike, she's probably deeply disturbed.
Have you noticed any changes in their behaviour since he's moved in? Bedwetting, eating problems, mood swings?
No. Dan has not abused my daughters.
Did Mr. Whitlow ever seem especially interested in them in a physical way? Offered to bath Lucy, for instance?
He was perfectly relaxed and natural with them. He's probably better with them than I am.
That's what I would have expected you to say.
And what's that supposed to mean?
I know you're very upset, Chloe. But there's strong medical evidence to support Carly's allegations.
We'd like you to consider letting us interview your children. As much for your peace of mind as anything.
They know nothing about this, and I want to keep it that way.
We do try to be sensitive. We're very experienced in making this as easy as possible.
There is nothing to tell.
Don't you think it would be better to know for certain?
I trust him completely. I've got to make my kids dinner.
be in touch. Call me anytime.
Thank you, Mrs. Langdon.
Alice? Alice, come down here. Your dinner's getting cold. The police came. They want to interview Lucy and Alice.
I'm sorry.
What have they told you?
They're still investigating, whatever that means.
And what about work?
I've been suspended until the outcome of the investigation. No, they have to do that. It's just standard procedure.
Who are those people?
The police. They're still trying to find those burglars.
I better talk to her.
No. I want to know what's happening.
They're going to tell me tomorrow whether they're going to charge me or not.
Okay. Well, maybe it's a good sign that they haven't done that already. What's this medical evidence?
Her hymen's broken, and she's got minor internal injuries.
Well, surely there were other people around when you were with her.
No, I always work alone. Works much better if there's no one there to make the child feel self-conscious.
Stan, what were you thinking of? Do you read the newspapers? It's basic common sense.
That's how I work.
You need a solicitor. How could you be so stupid?
This is my problem. I'll deal with it.
No, it's not. I know someone who did my divorce. I'll give him a call.
Felix Fisher here. I'm hoping you can help me out with the Daniel Whitler. I need a copy of the victim's videotape.
You don't want to do this on your own.
No, I won't hear.
Appreciate it. Any idea if you're planning to charge him? Yeah, he's just retained me. We'll see you tomorrow. Sorry about that. They wouldn't talk to me if you were just coming here for casual advice.
Oh, it's okay. No, Chloe says you're good.
Well, as I guess you were expecting, they are going to charge you. 3 counts of indecent assault.
3? Where did that come from?
I expect it relates to 3 separate occasions on which you saw the child. I take it you've never been accused of anything like this before. Why don't you take a moment to gather your thoughts, then you can tell me your side of the story. I'll leave you alone.
No, it's okay. I could do with some air.
I hope you're serious about this guy. You know it's going to be a rough ride.
He's innocent.
As he works with kids, the police will be scared there's a whole undiscovered history. They'll be raking over everything. Family life, personal relationships, all contacts with children, including yours.
I know.
Are you sure you can handle it?
I love him. I don't have any choice. I better talk to the girls.
I should too.
No, I'd rather do it alone. Oh, for Christ's sake, Dan, I can only deal with one set of emotions at a time, all right?
Fine.
I'm sorry.
So what's going on between you and that solicitor?
Nothing. We just became friends during my divorce, that's all.
You've slept with him, though, haven't you?
couple of times, so what? How many women have you slept with since you left Helen?
A few.
Exactly.
Chloe.
Mrs. Langdon? Are the girls at home? I thought you might want to see these.
Dan took them. Lucy and Jessica dressing up.
What happened to Lucy's clothes?
She spilled juice on them.
Were you there?
Most of the time.
Where were you the rest of the time?
I was out for half an hour collecting Alice. When I got back, they were having a ball.
Dan's sessions with Carly were only half an hour. Chloe, I'm a mother too. I'm only doing this out of concern for you and your girls.
They were just having fun.
These copies are for you. Jessica lives opposite 75, doesn't she?
You're not showing them to her parents, are you?
Yes.
I don't believe this. What are you after?
The truth.
I've told you the truth. Do you think I'd leave my children with a man I thought was a child molester? He didn't do anything to them.
Well, why not let them be interviewed? What are you frightened of, Chloe? I'll wait till you've collected the girls. Then I'll go to Jessica's.
Hello. What did she want?
She wanted to talk about the evening you were alone with Lucy and Jessica. She showed me the photos you took.
Well, you were here.
Not the whole time.
What, you want me to leave?
Where will you go?
I don't know. Might be out of my hands. I'll sleep down the stairs.
Why do you have to be so early?
I've got a staff meeting.
Where's Dan?
You had to go out. Hello?
Hello, it's Vicky Griggs here. Dan's going to be charged this morning. I've been able to contact your husband to put him in the picture.
It's nothing to do with him. They live with me.
If you don't tell him, Chloe, then I'll have to. I should be advising him that the girls ought to be interviewed. I'll leave it until lunchtime.
Well, what do you think?
I don't know. I thought they were having fun. I can't believe you would do anything like that.
Well, it's not as if you've known him for years, is it?
We're close. I just can't believe that someone so loving, so sensitive could do that to a child.
It happens, Chloe. People get taken in. You're a very trusting person. He'd see that. The police contacted me last night. They want to interview all our pupils that have been treated by Dan. Still figuring out what to tell the parents. They think that Carly might be the tip of the iceberg.
Here we are. Not too scary, is it? Alice, your mummy will be just outside. Now, you'll each get a chance to talk to Joanna. It won't take long. Do you want to go first, Lucy?
Hi there. My name's Joanna. You're Lucy, are you? Do you want to just go sit there for a minute? I've got a book here. Everyone at school knows.
Your turn now, Alice.
They haven't made any allegations. That's a good sign.
Nothing happened.
And sometimes it takes a while for the kids to open up, especially if the abuser's close to them.
I'd know if something had happened.
Men who do these things work on trust. And they often spend weeks, months even, building up a relationship with a child. And Lucy's very fond of him.
Of course she is.
I know you don't want to hear this, Chloe, but in many ways you're the perfect target. You're alone, emotionally vulnerable, 2 daughters. A man like this knows exactly what you're looking for. He'll convince you that he loves you.
You're wrong.
He's had several other partners in the last few years, all divorced, with children.
Here they are. Right as rain.
You may not know him as well as you think you do.
Come on, let's go. Come on.
I just come to get my stuff.
Where are you staying?
I've found a flat. Don't worry. I won't stay.
I'll see you at the court tomorrow. I've arranged the time off.
Thank you.
I do love you, you know.
Will we be all right?
Yeah, of course we will.
What's he doing?
He's just going.
I thought he left. What the hell is he doing under the same roof as my girls?
Bye, Chloe.
You just stay away from him. Don't you ever
Christ.
come here again. Ever.
I haven't touched her
He
daughters.
hasn't done anything.
Well, that's not what the police think, is it?
Adam, you can't just turn up here like this. This is my house.
And I bloody paid for it. Now, I want want to take the girls home with me tonight.
You go.
I will not have them put at risk by that pervert.
Get out.
If you can't protect them, Chloe, then I will.
Will you leave us alone? He's gone.
How could you be so bloody stupid?
Chloe! Look, Chloe, John and I think it's best if Jessica doesn't come to your house. Still time being. I'm sorry, I should have spoken to you. I understand. Honestly, listen, you can still cover up the
Number 36 on your morning list, sir, Mr. Daniel Whitlow.
Right.
I represent Mr. Whitlow, sir.
Sir, this is a first appearance. The defendant is charged on 3 counts of indecent assault on a 6-year-old girl. Sir, these offences are indictable only, and we ask that the case be transferred to the Crown Court.
Very well. He's currently on bail?
He's currently on unconditional police bail, sir, but it's the Crown's view that stringent conditions should be imposed at the very least. Mr. Whitlow is a child psychologist, and he is accused of indecently assaulting a girl entrusted into his professional care. We also understand that he is currently residing at his girlfriend's house, together with her 2 daughters, one of whom is the same age as the victim.
Yes.
Sir, the defence appreciates the seriousness of the charges, but submits that bail is wholly appropriate in this case. Mr. Whitlow has a 14-year-long, unblemished professional career. This is the first allegation of any sort that has been raised against him. He strenuously denies these charges, which have been brought solely on the uncorroborated evidence of the child.
What about the children he lives with?
He has moved out of the home to rented accommodation. That is the address on the court record.
Stand up, Mr. Whitlow. I am prepared to grant you bail on the following conditions. That you report to a police station daily, that you reside at the address on the court record, and that you have no contact, deliberate or direct, with any child under 16. If you breach any of these, you will be remanded in custody. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Right, I'll list this again for 7 days' time.
Number 37, sir, Mr. Martin Dennison.
Meet me back in my office.
Now, it's very important that we tell the truth. Do you know what the truth is, Carly? And what a fib is? So if I said there was a little tiger smiling next to you there, would that be a lie?
Yes.
Good. You were telling me before about this man who hurt you. Can you tell me again where you know him from?
School. He takes me to the rainbow room.
What's his name? Can you tell me what he looks like?
He's got sort of light hair.
And is that all over his head?
I think so.
And does he have glasses or a beard? And what colour is his skin?
White.
All right. Now, can you think of when you were in the Rainbow Room? What would he do?
He put his hand in my knickers, then he washed his hands, and then he gave me 2 jelly bears. They're my best sweets.
I see. And where did he wash his hands?
In a sink.
And where was the sink?
In the room.
And did he say anything when he was doing this to you? It's all right, Carly. You can tell me, you won't get into trouble. What did he say?
He told me to keep it secret.
And when he was doing this to you, Carly, how did he hurt you? Just one more question.
I could get into a lot of trouble if the police found out you'd seen that.
Why did you leave it out for me then? You think he's guilty, don't you?
The medical evidence is rock solid. Someone was doing it to her, and there's no one else in the frame.
You're meant to be defending him.
I am. He needs a character witness. But only one who believes he's innocent. I know. She's very convincing.
She didn't name Dan.
If the police were worried about ID, they'd put him in a lineup. They don't think there's any need.
To go.
Chloe,
Lucy. Did you?
Oh, for God's sake.
What about those photographs? What were you doing?
They were playing! It's not obvious!
She's the same age as Carly. And what about your other girlfriends? They had kids. You didn't tell me about that. What else don't I know? How can I believe you? How can I? Felix showed me the tape.
Oh.
She's so young. Why would she lie?
See if you don't believe me. You get out of my house.
Stay away from me, Dan. And stay away from my children.
Oh, God.
The CPS have made you an offer. A guilty plea to 1 count, and they'll drop the other 2. I'm obliged to explain the options to you, okay? Going down on 3 counts after a fighter trial gets you 6 years. You could get parole after 3 to 4, but only if you admit guilt, go on the sex offenders courses, all that. Plead guilty to 1 count now, spare the girl the ordeal of trial. 3 years. Out in 18 months to 2 years.
I love the way you make it sound like a good deal.
If you were guilty, it would be.
And what if I'm not?
You have to fight.
And what would? They either believe Carly or they don't.
Chloe's evidence would help if she's prepared to give it.
Chloe thinks I did it. Especially after you showed her the videotape.
The last thing you need is a witness who's going to crack up on you.
Or maybe you just wanted to have sex with her again.
You hired me, Dan. I'm just laying out your options.
You don't give a shit, do you?
I do give a shit. I want justice as much as the next man.
Where were you? You missed the staff meeting.
I'm sorry, I have things to do.
If you feel you can't cope, I can arrange some paid leave for you, you know.
I'm fine. I just had to go to the police station.
Oh. Look, the head's worried about you going to parents' evening on Thursday.
Why?
Do you think you should be there?
Of course. I'm not seeing Dan anymore.
Why? What happened?
I think he might be guilty.
It's not Lucy, is it? Oh, come on, let's go inside. You don't want to cry out here, for goodness sake.
Hi. I thought I'd better come.
I've already spoken to Alice's teachers. She's doing fine.
That's what they tell you.
Look, don't pick a fight with me at work, Adam. I've got parents to see.
We'll talk later, yeah?
Miss Smithson, you do realise that Charlene's been moved out of my phone?
Charlene said you had a go at her.
Actually, she was pretty rude to me.
Sorry about that. I thought you were keeping an eye on her.
I did try.
I suppose it'd be special needs next. Then what? That's not your problem, though, is it?
They'll give her help.
Like Carly had. Your boyfriend was supposed to help her. Do you know what he did? Stuck his fingers up my 6-year-old little girl. That's helped her, hasn't it? I hope he's done it to your little girl, because then you'll know what it feels like.
I did warn you.
Why is she so angry with me?
Oh, can't you see? You're his girlfriend. People think you're protecting a child abuser.
Is that what you think?
You told me yourself all the evidence is stacked against him. He's going to be found guilty and you can't afford to take any more risks. Oh, go home, Chloe.
Close your eyes. Not like that, silly, gently.
When's Dan coming back?
He might not be coming back at all, darling, but don't worry about that now.
It's my fault, isn't it?
No. No, Dan's fine. He's just staying somewhere else, that's all.
The lady at the police station keeps asking about the photos he took of me and Jessica. Is that why he went to prison?
Lucy, you haven't done anything wrong. Nothing at all, darling.
The lady at the police station keeps asking me what we are playing.
I know.
Will Dan come back?
Just try and get some sleep, darling. Everything's going to be fine. Cuddle up. Night, night. Have you been talking to Lucy about Dan?
No.
And why is she talking about him going to prison?
I don't know. Maybe some kids at school told her.
What have the kids at school been saying to you?
That he's a perv.
I'm sorry.
I don't reckon he is. Little kids always make stuff up.
He didn't do anything to you, did he?
No. Mum. Dan's all right. It's just... I didn't want him living here.
What do you want to know?
Whether he's guilty or not.
Only he knows that.
You don't like him, do you?
I hardly know him.
I don't know what to do. I don't think he's touched my children, but I can't be sure of anything anymore. You deal with this sort of thing all the time. You must have some idea.
I've learned not to judge. I usually get it wrong. I just concern myself with the evidence.
And that's all against him, isn't it?
Remember the sink in the Rainbow Room where Carly said he washed his hands? Turns out there is no sink. These arrived this morning. That's the room where he saw her. No sink, just a rainbow.
So she was lying?
Not necessarily. Maybe she's misremembering the Rainbow Room. Maybe he took her to another room that did have a sink.
What about Dan? He must have known that. Why did he not mention it before?
I don't know. He's not answering his phone.
But this proves he's telling the truth.
There are no absolutes here. It's what you believe to be the truth that matters, Chloe.
There's something I want you to see.
Come in.
There's no sink. Carly said there was a sink, that every time...
I know what she said.
But this proves she's wrong. It's a vital detail. It means her evidence can't be trusted.
I doubt it. It wouldn't have stopped me from believing her. I always gave the kids the benefit of the doubt. Apparently I'd be better off pleading guilty. Get myself a lighter sentence. Felix thinks so.
He said that?
No, but he might as well have done.
I'll testify for you. I'll tell the court you didn't do it. Lucy loves you.
And that's what I took.
No. I trust you.
No, you don't. You stopped trusting me the night you asked me to leave the house. You think I don't know how you feel? Every time you look at Lucy, you must wonder what I might have done to her, what I must have threatened her with to stop her from talking.
Don't, Dan.
You can't trust me once you've thought that about me. I mean, you can't even trust yourself. Tell me I'm wrong.
I don't think that.
But you've thought that. There's no going back from there, Chloe.
Please. Taken them. I came over to drop off Lucy's jumper and found them both crying.
Sue.
I told Alice I'd
Sue.
be late. I wanted to take them, but Alice wanted her dad.
I feel sorry for those girls. What kind of a mother are you?
How many times can I say I'm sorry? Alice is 14. She's responsible.
She didn't know where the hell you were.
It was only 8 o'clock.
I suppose you were with that man.
That's none of your business.
I mean, I can't believe what I'm seeing here, Chloe. How can you put your feelings for a man who's been accused of molesting a 6-year-old girl before your daughters?
It's not a question of putting him before the girls. He's innocent.
I'm not interested in your wishful thinking. You're clearly incapable of looking after them.
I've been looking after them on my own for 2 years.
Well, it was your choice.
And theirs?
Well, not anymore.
What do you mean?
Alice wants to come and stay with me.
What have you been saying to her?
Nothing. But I'm not prepared to allow them to return to your house while that man is still at large. Either you surrender the girls to me until the trial is over, or I'll get a judge to do it. According to my solicitor, it's virtually a formality.
I want them home with me this evening.
They're not going anywhere. If you don't like it, you can take me to court. I'll, need some clothes.
classrooms now!
Alice! I'm fine.
She hit me! Alice? Are you all right? She was punching her in the head! Alice! Alice! Chloe?
She says you attacked her. She's got scratches up her arm and a large
She was
bruise on
beating
her
up my
face.
daughter.
I saw you hit her.
It was self-defense. She kicked me. You saw what happened.
I know. That's what worries me.
You're not taking her side, are you?
The head wants a statement from me and I'm sending you home.
Are you telling me I'm suspended?
Not officially.
Go to hell, Jude. Get out.
You can't tell him what to do. He's not even in your class.
Get out. you. Ow! I said, get out, Justin, go on! Why did you attack my daughter?
I never.
Don't lie to me, Charlene. Why did you attack her?
She called me a slag.
And why was that, I wonder? Was it because you were calling my boyfriend a perv, a paedophile, trying to humiliate her in front of her friends? That make you feel better? Does it feel good to beat someone up? What are you trying to prove, Charlene? Who is it you're really angry with? It's not Alice, is it? Is it me? Your mum? Your dad? I want to know what's been happening with your little sister.
It's nothing to do with you.
Oh, really? Why did Carly blame Dan, Charlene? He didn't touch her, did he? Carly told the police there was a sink in the room where it happened. There was no sink! Where's the room with the sink, Charlene? I know what you've been going through. You've got no dad at home, your mum's out at work, and you've got to stay in by yourself looking after your little sister, and all the time you're probably wishing there was someone looking after you. You know your sister better than anyone. You talk to her. You know whether she's telling the truth or not.
She is.
Then who did it to her, Charlene? Is it a boyfriend of your mum's? Eh? Your dad?
No.
He's got light hair, white skin, no beard, no glasses. Who's that, Charlene? It's not an old man, is it? Who else does Carly know? Friends? Relations? Who comes and spends the night? Who's alone in the house with Carly?
Just leave me alone. Let me out here!
You're not getting anywhere. There's no way out of here, Charlene. Not until you start telling me the truth. You know who it is. I know you do. And you're keeping it a secret to protect him. The longer you do that, the worse you're going to feel, because one day Carly's going to grow up and ask you why you didn't tell the police who was doing it to her. And then what will you say? Is it still happening, Charlene? To your little sister, who's afraid to be left alone, who hides away from strangers? You love her, I know you do. I've seen you together. And at night, when your mum goes out to work, you're all she's got. She trusts you, Charlene. She's only 6. She's defenseless. You can kick and fight, but she can't. She's told the police there's a man who takes her to a room with a sink and he hurts her. You listen to me. He puts his hands down her knickers and then he gives her jelly bears. You must know who it is. I know why Carly won't tell the police his name. Either she loves him or she's terrified of him. And that's true for you too.
You don't know what you're talking about.
Which is it, Charlene? You frightened of him? Or do you love him? Anyone that does that to Carly can't truly love either of you. Who is it?
Chloe?
Someone you love, isn't it?
Chloe, are you in there?
And you wish he'd love you back?
Charlene? Charlene, are you okay? Is Mrs. Landon with you?
I bet you think your mum doesn't love you sometimes. But she does. Mums just forget to show it, that's all. They see you having boyfriends and being independent, and they think you're more grown up than you are.
Chloe, open the door.
I want to see my mum.
Open the door.
Who is it you love so much that you can let them do that to Carly?
I want to see my mum.
Who?
It wasn't my fault. I never knew he was doing it to her. Justin.
I think we should call the police.
She's confirmed what you said. She found him assaulting Carly last night.
And what about Dan?
I think we can assume he's in the clear.
You could have destroyed my family.
Hello. Hi, Alice.
Hi.
You look like you've been having a good time.
Can we go for a burger, Mummy?
Well, actually, I was thinking you might like to spend the rest of the day with Daddy, if that's okay with him.
Sure.
It's okay. He's going to buy you a burger, and then I'll pick you up in the evening. I'm just going to see how Dan is doing.
How is he, okay?
I think so. Hi.
Hi.
I didn't think it'd be so soon.
Yeah, I want to start on Monday.
Is that the job that you want?
Well, it'll be different. It's all in one building. Everything's on video. I never thought I'd find myself going back to Glasgow, but...
You're not answering my question.
What do you want to say? Are you asking me to stay? It's just such a waste.
I know.
I still love you.
I know.
You take care of yourself.